Look, we turning conversation into application. This ain't for you if you can't handle deep communication. I see too many trying to teach when they need all the teaching. If you can't practice what you preach, then what's the point of speaking? Look, we thank the Lord for another season. Don't think they ready for you, Lee. I think them boys are sleeping. But we gon' hustle every hour like it's our last. Open up your mind, it's the converSAYtion podcast. Yeah.
Everybody, welcome to the converSAYtion podcast, where we turn conversation into application. I am your host, Leon Reed Jones, and today we got a very special guest in the building. He is a very talented person, somebody that from afar I respect both musically and, as I told him, inspirationally. We got someone who is a rapper, a producer. We got none other than Earlly Mac. What's going on, bro?
What up, though? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Definitely glad to have you on and excited for what our conversation will be today. But there's two questions that I always ask my guests before we get started with the topic. The first question is, if people had to describe Earl, what would they say about you?
You know, the first thing people would say is, this nigga crazy. Can I cuss?
Yeah, you're good.
I'm gonna say this nigga crazy, but no, but he talented though. You know, he like a genius. You know, he crazy like a genius.
Yeah.
That's what they gonna give me.
Okay, all right. And my second question would be, the second part to that would be, if you had to title this chapter of your life right now, currently, what would the title be?
That's a good question right there. That's a real good question. This chapter is called, Grow Up Some More? ?
Okay. Sound like a mixtape too, man.
Yeah.
Might have to get that out, roll that out.
I'm still learning. I'm still growing and learning. Dang.
Yeah.
Don't stop.
Man. Is it one question mark or three of them?
3.
You know
5.
You know the 3 question mark, that's like, for real?
You feel me?
But yeah, man, let's just get into the background of your upbringing of how music came about with you. Just kind of fill us in on how you grew up, you know, the environment, and just what were some influences or influencers that helped you become, you know, what you were.
I grew up in a musical family. On my mom's side, you know, there was a lot of, you know, musicians, singers on that side. So it wasn't, music was never too far away for me. And I'm naturally a problem solver. So in doing that, a job of a producer in music is to problem solve. So I found an interest in that. And so that's kind of like where everything started for me. You know, it was really just solving the problem of music. You know, there's nothing coming out of the speakers, or I don't know what to say next, or I want to convey this idea through rap, singing, or something sonically, and I'm like, oh, well, let's solve it. You know, so that's kind of like where, you know, my interest is in music for a problem, the business of solving problems in music.
So growing up, what were some people that you listened to, or some songs or some groups, some sounds that you heard? It's like, oh, even though you say you come from a musical background, like these are the people that kind of made me double down on it.
Yeah, man, I was heavily influenced by Eminem.
Okay.
I don't know if people really know that. I don't know if people can hear that in my music. Can you hear that in my music?
Tad bit. I wouldn't have thought that. I'm not gonna say that I wouldn't have thought you were influenced by him because, you know, from the city, but you know, tad bit, not all the way.
For real,
I gotta go back and listen to
the wild card. Yeah, like I don't know if people can really hear it for real neither. But I was heavily influenced by Eminem. Slum Village, and not just because they family, but like I genuinely do have like their music, you know, DNA in my blood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like musically, not just because those are my, you know, my family, but that was an inspiration of mine. I like Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of West Coast influences. Later on, Philly.
Yeah.
Philly rappers.
Okay.
I niggas sleep on how sweet Philly rappers. They was a little different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know, like with the Philly, but I'm not as, I love music for sure, but you probably more of a purist and you probably understand it way better than I do. But I definitely, again, like I told you when I saw you, man, definitely love your music and what you bring to the table, man. It's a song that you gave a snippet of. I'm trying to get that. I think I said something in the comments. I'm like, man, you got to drop this. It was something called like Better Man or something like that. Yeah. I need that, man.
Yeah.
That was a.
Yeah, that's
I like
one of
that
those. That's one of those things as an artist, and if all the artists out there listening, just that baby that you just like, you scared to release. Not really scared to release, but you're very particular about how you're going to execute and release it and do it, and you want it to be just right, which is actually terrible as an artist. But it happens, you know what I'm saying? The overthinking. You shouldn't really be overthinking your art like that.
Yeah. And so who was somebody in the game or just in your life in general as you walk in this musical journey that was like a big brother to you or a big sister that kept you going or pushed you in a direction like, okay, I see he's taking it serious, keep going? Like who were some people that did that for you?
I had a few OGs along the way. My cousin RJ, both of them, young RJ and big RJ, Street Lord Wine. My other mentor, he from the D, but he's in Atlanta, Phoenix Soul. Were a few of the people. My mom and my dad have been along with me along on the journey as well. The biggest mentor is life.
Okay. For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the
definitely.
Perplexities of life.
Yeah.
Taught me. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely.
Yeah.
And so for you, when you talk about, life is the biggest motivator, teacher, like what moment in this game did you feel like life showed you the biggest lesson, or what was that for you?
The biggest lesson I learned in life is that it's up to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You are in control of you. You know what I mean? It's your responsibility.
Yeah, man. And I think you said something similar like that. You actually brought out a quote that I really was like, oh, this is dope. Because when I saw it first, I'm like, oh, this is a fire quote. Because I got like a section in my phone where I have a whole bunch of quotes like that I just pick up on that I like.
Yeah.
And it was one by Erykah Badu, and she said, in order to evolve, you got to eliminate. And then I'm like, oh. But then I kept listening to the video that you made, and you were like, y'all thinking like this is some dope quote that you can put in a caption and that you probably don't use. But the whole time, you think you got to block these people. You got to remove this person. But you got to look at you first. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we take these, powerful quotes that are for the good. She said something that was factual.
Absolutely.
But not a lot of times do we take a step back and say, hey, no, before I get to blocking him and blocking her and removing these people, let me see what I need to do. Because as you pointed out, you were like, you got some traits that you don't like that you need to eliminate so that you can evolve. So, man, I just love the fact that how you bring out how life is the best teacher. And for you, it's up to you. And my pops is always telling me that even to this day, like, nobody can hinder you, like, from getting where you want to go truly. When you understand your purpose, who you are, where you're supposed to be, like, you're the only person that can stop it if you think about it. Somebody can say, like, oh, man, you trash. But it only comes to fruition if you believe it. Even with success, if you want to be successful, it's up to you to take that next step. It's up to you to reach out to these people that you've been looking forward to getting in touch with. So I love that, man. And so moving forward.
Great.
Great
Great way to articulate that, bro. That was good. Yeah. And I was just saying you did a good job.
Appreciate it. Yeah. So for me, moving forward, what was a moment for you? Because the reason why I found out that you make music and, I started following you a little bit heavier is because I saw you with Big Sean, and then I heard a song with you and him called "Do It Again." So, how did you meet Big Sean? Yeah. I forgot, man. And that's the crazy part because I'm the person that's always doing it
right here. Y'all don't see him on the camera, but
I got it from Cameron and May, so it's like, I'm slipping on that. So my boys they gonna be on my head now because I'm the one that's always saying pause.
Oh, for real? Oh, damn, I caught you,
man.
All right,
but
pause.
But how did you meet Big Sean? How was that?
Oh man, we actually went to school together, but I never met him in school.
Wow, that's crazy.
I never met him in school. I moved. Well, I got kicked out from Cass. I'm still salty about that. And I went to Southfield, and because we had a mutual friend, that's how I met. That's how I met him.
And what was that like working with him? Like, where did that start, and how did that connection? How was that built?
Shit. I mean, I was created in, we spent so much of our friendship in studios. You know what I'm saying? We spent so much of our friendship in studios getting sharp. You know what I'm saying? Iron sharpens iron. You know what I'm saying? It's training every time. It's like Vegeta and Goku. You know what I'm saying? With me and Sean. So, we just train. We just train so much on our craft and our personal evolution as young men and now fathers now, so growing with family is always a treat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you seen each other when you were here and now you're here. So this is always good to be around and to see. Yeah,
and how you brought out the point of like evolution where you first were where you are now. What was that moment for you where you feel like, man, I'm him? Like that moment where you feel like, yeah, I'm supposed to be here. I made it. Like some form of success for you. Like, okay, I'm headed in the right direction.
I felt like I was in the right direction when I think when I went to the ASCAP Awards. You know what I'm saying? The ASCAP Awards, and nigga call you up. It was in 2017, and niggas call you up and you stand up there and receive your award and shit. Man.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, okay. All right, you in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
You know where the fuck was that? Yeah, Beverly Hills. You know what I'm saying?
Man, out there with Eddie Murphy and them.
You feel me? Tight. You know?
Man,
putting on for the city. That was cool. That was what's up right there. You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah, that's dope, man.
Yeah.
And so you had a success. You talk about meeting different people, the mentors that push you. What is some advice as an artist, as a producer, as a creative that you would give to other people aspiring or on this journey involved in music or whatever creative ability that they're trying to do?
You gotta stop lying to yourself. Immediately.
For sure.
You gotta stop lying to yourself. Jump in the fire. I'm not telling I'm not gonna come saying positive. Your cookie cutter positive shit. This is positive. What I'm saying. You gotta jump in the fire. Go towards what's hard. Knock it out early.
Mm-hmm.
Don't wait. It gotta happen.
Yeah.
Get in there.
And for you, why are you such an advocate for, getting into the fire for those who may not, understand what that looks like or feels like? Why is it get it over with, get it done now?
It hurts worse later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And for me, I just always believe in, bringing people on to the podcast that can give game to people because, again, with my tagline, we turn conversation into application. So there's something that I truly believe that they'll hear you say that they can not only hear but end up applying to their lives, bro. So I really appreciate, all the game that you've given thus far. For sure, man.
Everybody ain't gonna make it though.
Yeah.
Too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not built for Cuban links.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody not built, everybody not gonna make it because everybody is knowledgeable, but not everybody is wise. Wisdom is knowledge in action. And it's hard to do what you say.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? It's hard. And it's only built for people who are strong and resilient. You know, and this is not just physical toughness. This is mental. The majority of it is mental toughness.
Yeah.
You know, because the body follows where the mind goes.
Yep. So. And like I've heard so many times, like people can do things, but not everybody will do these things. And for you,
and people want to do.
Yeah, for sure.
People want to lose weight. People want to get a degree. People want to make $1 million. People want to be rappers and singers and songwriters.
Yeah. And
be Grammy nominated too, like Big Earl Mac. But only a few people can do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's less people that can actually do it. Because you got to put, after you say it, you got to put one foot in front of the other. That's the hard part. You got to go and be broke. You got to go sleep on a couch.
Yeah.
You got to sacrifice going out. When you hear your stomach saying, put something in me, it's hard to be like, to not get up and go to the refrigerator. It's really hard for some people not to get up and go to the refrigerator. I'm going to be blunt, when people get horny, I feel like they need love. It's hard for them to say no.
Yeah. Sure.
Let me go sit by myself. Let me go work out. You know how hard it is? I showed you my hands when I first met you.
Yeah.
Remember I showed you my callus?
Yeah.
People don't want this.
Yeah.
It's come from doing pull-ups.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People don't want, niggas don't want, this shit hurt.
Yeah.
So what? Our mothers gave sacrifice their body. That was a huge sacrifice.
Yeah.
We can learn something from that. Because that baby had to come out. It was inevitable.
Yeah.
No, keep it in. It's going to hurt you bad. No. You know?
No, for sure.
It had to happen. Just like if you want to achieve what you want, you got to do what it takes. And that always comes with getting in the fire. Always.
Most definitely. And do you, from your point of view, when we talk about, everybody's not going to make it, which is a known fact.
Right.
Do you feel like, are you more on the side of people are not going to make it because they don't have the capacity to do it, or they just don't want to do it?
There is a learning curve. But since the information, so we live in when the information age really started, the 90s? What was the internet? When the internet dropped? 91? 95. Or like for real, 95? Yeah, like the real, like your modern internet. So 95 to now. How many years is that? What, like, 19?
Yeah.
You say 19? Yeah, 19.
No. My bad.
95 to 2024? Should be 19, or is it 29? 29.
29.
Yeah,
Damn.
Right, blender. Yeah, right. So information is in abundance. Remember, I just said, rewind the tape. I said everybody is knowledgeable at this point.
Yeah.
Everybody know about secret society.
Right.
You know that money ain't real, y'all. Y'all do know that, right?
Right.
Eating apple a day, keep the doctor away. Everybody know that. But can you activate the knowledge?
Right.
By eating an apple every day.
Yeah.
Can you do something about money being fake?
Yeah.
Do you have the balls
right
to stand up to these corporations? Do you have the nuts to read through the codes?
Yeah.
The US codes. House Joint Resolution 192, June 5th, 1933. Do you have the balls to believe in it? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you have the nuts to enact what you know?
Yeah, it's a fact, man. Yeah, not most people are willing to do that.
Yeah.
Like you said, most people talk about it, and something me and my cousin always talk about. I remember we were at the gym, and this guy, he was trying to either go pro or play at a university. So my cousin, he had graduated by this time, played at a high level from, middle school, high school, AAU, all of this. And he was like, yo, bro, like, I'm not the greatest, but I do know some things that I can give to you that can help you, or at least give you a shot at what you want. He's like, no, man, I don't feel like, kissing up to no coach, man. He's like, bro, all I'm telling you is whatever highlight tape you got, you may have to come up off some cheese and pay somebody and then, get yourself known. Email these coaches. He's like, bro, I'm not trying to do that. He like, well, you're not trying to go where you want to go because you can't skip steps. If it says follow step 1 and then go to step 2, you can't say I'm going to start with step 5 and then I'm going to go to 1. But so many people, they like, oh, well, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And then the second part he's always telling me is like, you don't have to be a millionaire to be happy. You don't have to be a rapper to be happy. But most people, they equate that with success, and they like, oh, I want to do this. But then when you see what your plate look like, you like, nah, I ain't trying to do that. So man, it's just so crazy, like how when you get out on your own and you kind of just see the who's who of people, man. So I love it, bro. The information is, even talking to you, I'm downloading some stuff from what you saying, man. So
you know what it is? You know what? It's spooky. This shit really scary as fuck. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Because you have to die. You know what I'm saying? Those parts of you have to die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So think about it. In this room right now, right? So in that example, if I can just illustrate this really quickly for you.
Yeah.
That young man has a spirit of laziness.
Yeah.
Now there's an invisible spirit, energy of laziness in the, let's say he's here.
Right.
There's an invisible spirit of laziness in the room that's floating above him, that's following him everywhere.
Yeah.
Like they say, demons and angels follow us. But there's a spirit of laziness or slothfulness, right? The spirit is talking to him in his soul, like, man, ain't this comfortable?
Right.
Just, you know what I'm saying? You can go to Lifetime a couple times.
Right.
You don't have to go.
You gotta go every day.
What's wrong with you, dude?
Right.
Works for us.
Yeah.
Right? Because that chemical makeup, I'm gonna get a little deep, because that chemical, that biology in his body emits energy. And that spirit is feeding off of that energy. It's all just an energy flow. Currency is like give you currency. You give me back currency. It's a current. You got to keep the flow of energy going. What's the only thing that can't be destroyed? Energy, right? So same for this spirit. This spirit just wants your energy, your life source. These some of these spirits and these women just want your life source energy.
Yeah.
Some of these men, ladies, just want your energy.
Yeah.
All right. So this spirit is, whispering him these sweet nothings. And then he's met with the, what's the name of the story? I can't think. But anyway, he's met with someone that's challenging that spirit.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And they turn their nose up. You ever seen somebody turn their nose up real hard at you or be so mad that you gave them some advice?
Yeah.
It don't be them talking. It be that spirit. Like, man, get this guy the fuck out of here. What's going on here, dude? What's going on, man? Let's go back and go to sleep, guy.
You're right.
Cuddle up with her girlfriend. What's wrong with you, dude? Work out.
Right.
Hey.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Pay you some money for a lap. You know what I'm saying? No, kind of funny. But, and so what I'm saying is that portion of him, he has to kill that. That's why I was talking about that part of him that needs to be eliminated.
Yeah.
And when you do something different, your brain instantly tell you, hey, yo, you might die.
All right.
This nigga don't be caring. My man's right here. He don't be caring. He gonna do anything. He brave. He's a brave warrior. You know what I'm saying?
Daredevil.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He don't really have limits. And that's the type of niggas I hang out with. You know what I mean?
Right, for sure.
Niggas that's not held back by the worst parts of themselves, whispering, because it's always going to be there. You're always going to have it until you die. You know what I mean? It's just that what happens is as you get older, your ability to quiet those parts of your lower vibrational self, you get better at.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that doing something different tells your brain like, hey, bro, this might kill you, possibly. And we know what fear do. Fear cripples you.
Definitely, every time.
Yeah. But the older you get, the better you get at quieting that voice. My son is 5, and he I'll be giving him these cookies, these like healthier cookies. You know what I'm saying? I'm relatively health conscious, and he just like, Dad, I just can't help it. I just gotta have a cookie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because his lower self, he knew. He 5 years on Earth. He just,
Right.
his craving for this good ass cookie just he be like confessing to me like, Dad, it's just so good. I can't stop thinking about him. You know what I mean? So you know what I'm saying? His ability to say no, you know, has to increase as he gets older. When he gets older, he's like, yeah, I'll eat them when I'm ready to. You know, these cookies, these delicious morsels of greatness that I dip in milk, you know, won't control me. You know what I mean? And so I'll be watching that. I just think that's very funny. You know what I'm saying? And it's indicative of what I'm saying. You know, about, you know, as you get older, you'll be able to quiet those under proper training, though.
Yeah.
Under proper training. You know what I'm saying?
Most
You'll be able
definitely,
to
man.
get to that level to where you can, you know, quiet and kill those terrible parts of yourself.
Yeah.
You know.
What would you say to a person? Because again, how you talk about fear, you're gonna have those moments where you come in contact with things that tell you, oh, you don't have to do this or don't. And this is the crazy part about it is they're not necessarily wrong because you're not forced to do anything on this earth, but there are repercussions and consequences. So what would you tell a person that is battling this right now, this fight where they feel like I shouldn't keep going with the journalism, I shouldn't keep going with this career, or I should just give up because everything seems like it's crumbling around me? What is something that you found solace in that has helped you?
Oh, that's such a good question. I have an incredible answer for that. Sometimes you ain't enough because you don't think of yourself as shit.
Yeah.
You know, some of us are affected by post-traumatic slave syndrome. So you never thought anything of yourself in the first place. Some of us don't give a damn about nobody else. So doing it for somebody else is not, I'm gonna do it for myself. I ain't gonna do it for nobody else.
Right.
But so your first thing that you should do, if you're honest enough to know that you're struggling with those two and more, pretty sure there's more blockages on why you can't start to can't find the beginning of your end, you know what I'm saying, the beginning of your come up.
Yeah.
But the thing I would say to do is to meditate hard on the reason. You gotta find a reason. Find a reason why you should throw yourself into the fire of refinement.
Yeah.
It ain't hard for me, it ain't hard for you.
Right.
You know, but maybe somebody watching, it might be hard. You have to find a reason, you know, why you should man or woman up. Yeah. And that takes just really sitting and meditating for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being still.
I love it, man. Love it. So I never tell my guests this part of the game, or part of the segment, I should say. But I'm going to ask you a few questions. This is the Let Me Get to Know You portion of the segment. But before we do that, I always believe in giving people their flowers while they can smell them. Right. So I want to give you this opportunity. If you got any new music, current music out, or anything that you have coming up, I want you to be able to have that moment right now to share with the people.
I got a new project coming out. Wow, this will be the first time I'm talking about it on this show. That's what's
Shout
up.
out, man.
November 1st, The Money Ain't Enough. Coming to every, streaming platform, but that's the name of it. The Money Ain't Enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it, man. I'm going to be on the lookout for sure. You already know.
Yeah. I guess I could talk about that and give a little backstory about why I called the project that. And with the current emergence of certain prominent people being charged with different type of sex allegations, and a lot of the behind the scenes, garbage that's been happening, like in the music or the entertainment industry and Hollywood in general.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, you do that to be part of a club. When in Rome, you do as the Romans.
Yeah.
So you can benefit like the Romans. So you can benefit like Caesar. I should have ended it like that. I should have known better. But you know what I'm saying? But And sometimes that status and that money, what you have to pay to get their money and to get their accolades, it's not enough.
Right.
You have to, sell pieces of yourself that you shouldn't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
I've been in rooms and it was like walking into hell. Like, oh man, I'm not gonna say who I was with, but it's like, oh, it's hell in here.
Yeah.
There ain't no woman in here. It's all men. It's dark. It looked like hell.
Pause.
You know what I'm saying? For real.
For the rest of 2024.
Like, nigga, yeah, you feel me? Like, for real. And it's like, man, y'all in here, I don't think y'all doing God's work.
No, I can't
You know what I'm saying?
dark.
So, yeah, in the dark like that.
All men?
It's just all men. And I'm not even on a, homosexual tip. It was just like, it just wasn't it was hostile.
Yeah.
More so, you know what I'm saying? Street guys was hostile. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And you could, even in that, y'all can't be in here right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, the money is not enough. It's not worth your integrity.
At all.
It's not worth the fame. It's not worth their money. It's
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but
I appreciate it. And again,
that's the ministry right now.
for sure. Yeah, man. I'm gonna be on the lookout for that and definitely gonna be spreading the word.
Mm.
But let's get to the game, man. My
Bet.
first question for the Let Me Get to Know You segment is, what are 3 things on your bucket list that you haven't done yet that you want to do?
I want to go to Japan.
Huh?
It's easy. Go to Japan. I had an opportunity to meet Rihanna back in the day, and we started writing this song. And I just want to work with Rihanna. I want to record with Rihanna really
Man,
bad.
that'll be tough.
Let me just put that out there.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever said that.
Yeah.
I want a placement. I want a placement with her. I really do.
Yeah, man.
That would be definitely. We got unfinished business.
Yeah.
Like on some professional.
All right. For sure.
Yeah, she's a good person. That's 2. 3 is, what's my bucket list? What's my 3rd thing on my bucket list? I am currently changing the direction of my family right now. So after me, the next 100 years after me, that's what I've been thinking on building on. The next 100 year or plus years after me, our trajectory is upward. Because of the changes that I'm making now. Because I'm thinking about, I'm thinking about my children, of course, but I'm thinking about my children's children, currently actively, like for the last couple years that's where my mind has been.
Yeah, man. I respect that for sure, man, because a lot of times you don't necessarily hear that when it comes to a bucket list. So to hear that and the confidence that you speak with, as far as like, at first you started off, I want. You said, nah, I am, because it's active. It's been for the last few years, and I'm sure you can see even now where it's shifting and it's changing. So I respect that a lot, man.
Thank you.
My next question, top 5 most influential people. This can be artists, this can be athletes, whatever. In your opinion, who are your top 5 most influential people?
Influential people. My grandma.
Okay, shout out.
Yeah, my grandma, Aline. Influence. Top 5?
Yeah.
Damn, that's kind of slim. Who did I like? This is musically or just in general?
In general.
Well, my grandma is there. She's staying there at number 1. I resonate now, and I'm not just trying to be a head ass, but I resonate now very much so with the story of Yeshua, Jesus.
Yeah.
Not the one that is like that make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. I'm talking about the real Jesus. Like nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, sure, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like his story, like the story of Yeshua is like, I go with that. Like I resonate heavy with that because it's like Yeshua wasn't really, he wasn't popular. Like people don't know that. Jesus wasn't popular. He didn't get popular until after he died.
Right.
Think about it, bro. It was just him and 12, and really one of the 12 homies was a rat.
Yeah. Wow.
It was really foul, really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was really him and 11 niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that was it. He drew multitudes. Yeah, he drew people, but wasn't really. People was really given Caesar or the Romans at the time, or the Pharisees and Sadducees that love. You know what I'm saying? That was the popular ruling class.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus wasn't a ruling class. He wasn't popular, bro. He wasn't. You know what I mean? He was like, I'm gonna say this. He was like likened to like a person who speaks like Kanye. He was talking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was talking crazy. It wasn't. You get what I'm saying? He was controversial.
I understand. Yeah.
He wasn't like, oh, Jesus. I can't see how why they killed him. They killed him because he was telling it.
Right. For what it is.
Yeah, he was really telling it. I had to cut back on doing that shit a lot. My Instagram back in the day, I used to be talking too much. But so that's an influence. His real story. So that's 2, 3. Y'all got to do 5 of these.
Yeah.
3 influence. Who's an influence? Somebody that I looked up to.
It could be look up to. It could be, somebody that you watch from afar that you like, nah, this person got influence.
A big influence, another big influence over me recently. I've always had respect for, this is a group, but I've always had respect for the Nation of Islam. Bro, the Nation of Islam. If you are a black person in America, you should listen. You should, I encourage you to at least listen to the teachings of the Nation of Islam. Mm-hmm. I'm going to just put that there.
Yeah.
The Nation actually teaches you, in my opinion, the Bible comprehensively. Actually, if you listen to it.
Yeah.
Because the issue that we have with the Bible is that there's no science involved. It's just spirituality. You need science with your spirituality, with your art. You gotta have logic with your, you know what I mean, expression.
Yeah, sure.
So that would be 3.
Yeah.
I had 2 more. Dang.
My pops heard that. He'd be talking your ear off after he heard that. He's a big Malcolm X fan.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. The Nation, bro. Y'all sleeping, and the mosque's number 1 is here. You know, the Nation of Islam was started here.
Down the street.
Where?
Down the street on Mac and Bewick.
On Mac and Bewick. In 1930 something, 1933 or something like that. Niggas don't know that. Yeah, bro. This got started here. Detroit is a very important place.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So let me see. Damn, who else? What's the 4th influential person?
Kevin Samuels? No,
Influence. Women are influential.
Some of them might wrong with that, man. You gotta break that down.
I tell them the truth, man. Women are influential, bro. They better yet, a better term for a better what is the adjective would it be for a woman? Or are they inspirational? Women are inspirational. They can inspire. They can give you the juice to pipe up.
Yeah. For you, why would you say that? For you.
The women that I've dated in my life in their own way have
I mean, you know, they hold you to a standard. You know, they hold you to a certain level that you have to, you know, maintain or like supersede. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's an influence. You know, I mean, and when I'm not talking about like, I'm talking about it in a positive way, in a good way. You know, to man up and be that man in respect to a woman.
Yeah,
for real, like be a provider, protector type. You know what I mean? So, I would say women.
Sure.
I know you asking for people, but
Oh no, I'm fine.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I kind of gotta generalize a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
But shit. And the fifth thing I would say, fifth influence. Shit, me.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, me. Shit, I don't want to let me down.
Yeah,
Cause I know what I got in me. You know what I mean?
yeah. Pause. But
Yeah, for real. For real. Pause. Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
man. It's a good list, man.
Yeah.
Top 3 in your
Different.
opinion.
It's a different ass list.
Yeah, that's the best part about it though. Different, all different shapes, forms of life. Top 3 in your opinion, current best NBA players right now.
Top 3 right now.
Yeah.
My favorite. Best or my favorite? See, niggas get that list confused.
Yeah, for sure.
It take a real man to make a top 10's best list versus your favorite. See, niggas confuse that.
Nah, for real.
Think about it, bro.
Yeah.
Cause my top, did you say NBA?
Yeah.
Cause my top favorite rapper list look totally different than the top top 10 best.
Yeah.
So I'm just letting you can make the distinction.
So if you want to do both, that's cool.
The top 10 best, the top 3 best NBA
top
players
3
right
best, and then your favorite.
now. All right, LeBron. This is not in order though.
Yeah, okay.
But LeBron, Stephanie,
Stephanie is great.
and third. Who's the third best NBA player right now? Damn, who the third best NBA player, bro?
Stephen A.
Crazy.
Damn,
who the third?
Some people will say Giannis. Some people say
Gotta
Jokic.
be Giannis. Pound for pound, Giannis is better than
Jokic.
He's better than Jokic, pound for pound.
I give you that.
Gotta say Giannis. You gotta say Giannis.
So that's your top 3 best. So your favorite.
My top 3 favorite Hooper right now. Who I like right now. I got a better list of niggas that's not playing right now. My favorite. Who do I like to watch? I like Shea.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I like Shea. I like no, I wouldn't say Vic. I like this is hard to do, bro. No. I mean, Shea was the only one off top. Who else? Throw out some names real quick.
Hey. I was say Anthony Edwards, Jason Tatum, Ja Morant.
I was thinking about Ja.
Eagle.
Yeah, Booker.
Damn, I'm trying to have a favorite right now.
Jaylen Brown.
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler.
I like Jimmy. I like Jimmy Grit. Huh?
Damian Lillard.
Kyrie is 2. There you go.
Okay, Kyrie.
Kyrie is 2. Favorite to watch.
Got KD.
KD is 3. There you go. That's what I need to see. KD is 3, yeah.
So we got KD, we got Kyrie,
And
and
Shea.
Shea. Okay, yeah. All right. Last question. Top 3 favorite movies of all time.
Hoodlum.
Okay. Shout out Lawrence Fishburne.
Y'all say that you here.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. The Matrix. And my third favorite is something I can't think of right now. No, I just watched the Michael Keaton Batman, but that's the. I'm showing my son that, but no, not that.
Mac slap. Hoodlum Matrix. Cause it gotta be true to me. I can name some shit, but it gotta be real to me.
Yeah.
There's nothing recent. Nothing was really heat recently, neither too. That's what I'm trying to think.
Doom.
Huh?
Doom.
I ain't get into it like that.
Any Rocky films?
I fuck with. I'm gonna tell you what I do fuck with. I do fuck with Sean Connery 007.
Okay.
See, it's like shit like that.
Yeah, okay. I'm more of
a
what's my man's name? His last name Pierceman or something like that.
Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
That's our era.
Yeah.
But really, you should peep the Sean Connery 007s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't really get into the guy in the 80s like that.
Okay.
You know, he was a little off. Or the recent niggas like that.
Oh, yeah.
Daniel Craig was the coldest.
Yeah.
Daniel Craig was
Daniel
the
Craig.
coldest. He the coldest James Bond.
Yeah.
The more classic one was Sean Connery and Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, Daniel Craig is classic.
He cool. He more action
He ain't
based.
Sean Connery.
He action based.
Yeah. I think Daniel Craig.
Pierce Brosnan was getting it in too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Daniel Craig, I think most people say he at the top of the list though.
Yeah.
But
I can't think of a third movie right now. It gotta be like Life.
Life. Oh yeah, that's a great cast overall. You got Earlly Mac, you got Martin, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, I had to put a comment. I was trying to think of something else. Yeah, it was Life for sure.
Yeah, that's a fire list. But before we get out of here, man, y'all know I always gotta end with a quote. The quote today says, "If you always do what you always done, you'll always be who you always been." Thank y'all for tuning in to the converSAYtion podcast. We'll see y'all same time, same place.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Yep. Well, this nigga stopped me in the aisle at Target.
That's real funny.
Yeah.
Did Stephen Curry make it that list?
Huh? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was Stephanie. Yeah.
I thought you was calling the WNBA.
No, hell no.
He said you were a producer too, right?
Yeah. So I don't really do the beats like that no more. But my expertise is more so like executive production. So I get the studio, get the producers, and everything like that.
I was about to say, who you know as far as the R&B lane?
Man, there ain't nobody in the city singing. It's strange.
What?